What's going on there, fellow YouTubers? This is Chris from the Msss Anomalies channel. Alright guys, back with the second part of those, of that area that was from the Google Earth, well, Google Mars if you will. This is the second part. I want to get into the second picture. Now I shouldn't say the second picture, it was the first picture I used in my video, then I went to the more interesting, well at least at the time, that there was more stuff, at least larger things to see, we'll say. But this one we're going to get into a little bit more of the smaller items, and I want to show you some distortions in this picture as well. So I'm not going to make this too long, so if I seem like I'm kind of hurrying through it, it's because I got a lot of information to throw at you guys, and I want to get your take on it. Alright guys, I've been telling you guys every now and then I tell you about forbiddenknowledge.tv. It's a cool site. I just recently, I think it was just the other day, yesterday or the other day rather, that I just put some, I put about 6 of my videos on there, and you can see them down here. You can see them just all scattered about, and you can see I just started getting a couple views. I believe the site is just starting out. I mean, it's been there for a while, but I mean, as far as like being really more noticed, so to speak. But I love this site because here's the thing. And for all the newcomers that are not aware of this site, what I like about this site, if you're into like anything that's got to do with Egyptians, like they talk about the Great Pyramid of Giza might have been some kind of power source, so on and so forth. It's got like all kinds of stuff. I'm just going to quickly scroll down here, and you can see like this 8-year-old kid makes like these power crystals and stuff like that. The ancient cosmic war, Skinwalker Ranch, conspiracy. I mean, just everything. I mean, look at M theory. If you guys are into anything, the Pleiadian message. Miracle healing. I mean, you name it, it's got everything from A to Z. That's what I love about this site. So I jumped on board on this thing. Look, I mean, even it has Bruce Lee. I'm a big fan of Bruce Lee. But look at this. Mars Riverboat. I mean, it's got just everything on here. So, and for anybody who's been making videos, if you want to jump on there and just to have them exposed more or whatever the case is, just go ahead and sign up on there, and you can upload videos. You can see here at the top of the screen, upload photos and videos. So really cool site. I mean, it has just about, like I said, everything from A to Z, man. Every time I get on this site, I think, well, I'll just pop in there for like a short video. I'm on here for hours. I mean, it just has so much to see. It's insane. I mean, I just love it. So when you guys get a chance, I'll have the link in my description. You can check it out. It's forbiddenknowledge.tv. You can see it up in the upper left here. Check it out. You guys will not be disappointed, especially if you guys are like me. I like everything from high tech to ancient technology and so on and so forth. So, and just ancient archaeology. It's just cool stuff to see. So check it out when you get a chance. I think you guys will be happy you did. All right. And let me show you guys something. I'm going to jump to this. This is I call it the big picture. You can see it up here. I want to show you guys something interesting. And I thank Peter that he goes by, excuse me, Space Cadet. He goes on here, and he's the one that broke down, because he's a lithographics expert, so to speak. He's been into photography for years. But he's the one that showed me this a while back. And you've got like all of these different proofs set up. Like if you go into the cyan, the magenta, the yellow plate, black plate, so on and so forth, you get to the raw parts and colors of these photos. Now I want to show you some. I got a picture just here. It's on just my simple bench here. I use it's my mini man cave. It's like a 6x6. Of course, I could do everything on here, but anyway, just give you an idea. I'm going to use any picture just to show you guys. This is where I do my videos and everything else, and my research and stuff like that, but that doesn't really matter. I want to show you guys what happens when I throw this into the proof setup. Okay, this is full color, the CMYK. Now we're going to go to I think this is more of a red plate, and you can see everything here pretty much keeps its detail. I mean, you can see it just by looking at it. In fact, I'll be fair about it. Let's zoom in, and you can pretty much see the details pretty good. You know what I mean? It's not distorted in any way, shape, or form. It's pretty clean still. Okay. Let's jump into this. The magenta. Again, you can pretty much see all the detail. Okay, let's go into the yellow plate. Yellow. Yeah, you can see it. You can see how it's broken down. But it's extracting different layers of the colors in that video. But nonetheless, you can pretty much see it. Now, if you look, you don't see any blotched out squares. I mean, you see a little fuzziness around the edges. But nonetheless, you can still see the picture. I mean, it's pretty clean. Well, within reason, you know what I'm saying. Again, you can see all the detail pretty good. Okay, watch what happens when I go to the black plate, which is the most raw, no colors, no nothing. It's completely clean. In fact, I like this better than the color photo. Just to give you an idea, look at the Samsung name of this monitor on the right. Now watch this when I do full color. See how it's like it's, you know what I mean? It's not as noticeable. It's not as clean. But you put it into black, the black plate, raw photo, and bam! Cleaner than clean. Okay, let's use the same thing on this photo. And see what happens. Okay. Not too bad. It looks pretty decent. But what you're going to notice, if you look at this, blurred out areas. You'll start to see the imperfections. Now, here's the backed up view. You can see it right here, the road. Over here is where I did the video. Check this out. Big blurred out blotches. Now, let's back up a little bit. Let's go to the magenta. Again, missing information. It's completely blotted out. There's no detail in these areas at all. Look at the side right here. Let me go back in a little bit. Sorry about that. Right here. The information has been totally taken out. Now, this is where it gets even more bizarre. Go to the yellow plate. The information is completely gone. I mean, it's... And look where the... Imagine that. Look where all of it is completely gone, the information. Right where all of those structures are. Check this out. All gone. Gone. And everywhere in between, you can see all in here. Everywhere. It's completely missing data. All gone. You can see where it's like blurred out. See how you can see it like it underneath the haze? Imagine that. And, you know, and I'm not trying to bust people's chops, but then people go, well, Chris, how come we never see any clear photos? I mean, come on. Let's go to the black. See what that does. That should be just as good as this color. Remember how mine looked, right? What the... I mean, don't get me wrong, in all fairness, there's more brighter colors here, so it's understandable. But still, I mean, wow. But again, look at the blocked out squares. All of that area where I showed you guys is completely... Information is gone. But you can see stuff that's actually there. Let me see if I can find this again. It was on. No, not really. But you can see how it's like completely distorted out. Okay. So let's go jump back to the full color, the CMYK. Now I want to show you guys something. Let's just jump into this. And I want to show you this real quick because you'll like this. All right. Now check this out. It does have depth in it. And what's really wild is you can see things going off into whatever these are, these blacked out area, no information area. There's all kinds of large things. You can see them standing up in between these roadways, tunnelways, transportation tubes, call them what you will. Check this out. And we've been saying, and you've seen multiple times in my video where this civilization appears to live multi-level. And this one's no different. Let me show you this. Check this out right here. In this, let's do it this way. Let's go up there. Do this. Check this out. You can see this here. I'll just go a couple more notches here. Then I'll just straighten that out. Right here. Almost looks like some kind of, if you didn't know any better, you go, wow, look, a giant craft sitting there. No, it's not a giant craft, but it is multi-level. Check this out underneath. Okay, and then you can see this piece here goes like this, goes underneath, and check this out, continues on, and actually branches off to here, and look where this goes. All broken down, all in the front of these. Roadways? Tunnels? Don't know. And I don't mean tunnels meaning per se buried. I mean like tubes, I should have said. But check that out. What the hell does that? But you can see it is definitely, now if I go black and white on this, you can see this a little bit more, going underneath. See that? And to boot, this here, and I think I said this in my last one, there's actually multi-level things sitting here. There's actually structures on this. So just to give you that idea, there's more to these pictures. Again, and I say this a lot, is that there's more than meets the eye. Because people have to stop really digging into these. Okay. Let me see if it was this one here. Okay. I didn't really get into this one all that much. And I wanted to, and so I'm going to show you this. I'm going to break down more of the finer details more than anything. Like I showed you here, he points out, I did not do this. Excuse me. You got structure, another structure, and I believe these are not. I mean, look at this. They're almost like a square area here, and there's a bunch of stuff laying down. Now, let's go black and white so we can get rid of all of this color and BS, and let's break this down a little bit more. Okay, I showed you right here where this is rounded, but check this out. There's actually more things laying on this platform. I'm going to call it a platform for lack of better words because it looks like it's round and it's above the ground. And you can see something right there. It looks like it's some kind of square box or something sticking out of the side of this. Now, God knows what that is. I can't see it, or at least not up close. Now, check these other little bits out here, all in this roadway, ground area, or whatever you want to call it. Even under the left here. I mean, it's everywhere. I love this stuff. Check this out. How is it possible? Let me just do this. I'll go to the cleaner, just sharpened up version here. And we'll just go ahead and we'll throw some color in it there just to let you guys see this. Just these alone, look at this. And I'm not saying these are all structures. I'm saying this is like land masses or whatever they are. You've got this building right here. Somebody had mentioned, oh, Chris, there's a building right there. It looks like there's a large opening right there. And it does actually look that way. Let me do it that way. But as you can see, this is what I wanted to point out to you guys too. Check this out right here. They love to fool with grays and blacks and whites. There's a reason for it. Check this out. I don't know what this is right here. Well, let's go back to the color because this thing keeps going back to the grayscale mode. And I'm going to show you right here. Whatever this is right here goes down like this, continues on. It looks like something spherical, something going down. It goes down the side of this, whatever this is. Now, if you were to go on, and now I want you guys, it's hard to see through this because, again, what you're zooming into, and most of the time you can do your best to clean the picture up because when you zoom in, the photo starts to degrade, like any photo. Like the more you zoom into it, it starts to degradation. It really starts to break apart. So you'll get these on Google+. I just put the other ones up there. You'll get this on Google+ as well because you don't have to zoom in that much. Use your magnifier on your computer or regular magnifying glass, and you're going to see this stuff. Pretty wild. A lot of you guys have been doing that, and kudos to you because you need to see this stuff. You've got these other pieces here. And you've got what looks like other things laying right here. And pieces coming off into these other pieces right here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's where it's at. Now, if I go back to the little bit not so sharp and check these out, you can see like right here. And of course, it's in gray instead of what I want it to be. But let's do this. Let me go back into the color here. This way we can see what we're doing. Whoop, my bad. Okay. You've got, like I said, you've got these little pieces here. And you've got them going into the bigger pots here. You see like one here, like different land masses or structures, whatever they may be, you can see them running everywhere. Just everywhere you look. There's bits and pieces everywhere. So now, check this out. You've got this right here where I showed you. Looks like this round area. And to be honest with you, the way they're playing with the grays and the blacks and the whites, to be honest with you, I don't even know if this even, it looks like, and I'm going to show you right here, it looks like it continues on because there's something right here. There's like one piece of it and then another piece. See that? Right? Let me go back this way. You can actually see it looks like it continues. Whoops. Right here. It looks like it continues on. Like there's a structure right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right there it looks like there's something. Or it's multiple things in one area, and it looks like it's on one area that's going like this. And this is what I'm getting at. They love to screw with people, so you don't see maybe half of this item. So the stuff that's in the gray, or the darkened gray, if you will, blackish gray, that's what you need to try to figure out what's in here. Now, let's go a little bit more, and you can see where I sharpen this stuff up. So when you guys get a chance, really go into these photos, because I'm going to tell you what, there's a whole lot to see here. I've done this already with a magnifying glass, and there's structures everywhere in this picture. I've showed you here where right in here, let me go back to here, all different pieces running off in different directions. Now, these could be just areas like, I'm going to use the term neighborhoods, if you will, only because you can see like there's lines, which could be streets, could be anything in here. But check this out. Look at all of these right here. Perfect example. these are everywhere. And these are not large. These are very small little structures. And there's a bunch of them, and you can see them on top of this area. What does this? How is this a rock formation? They want you to believe there's nothing more than flat rock here. But guess what? No, sorry. All right, let's move on. I showed you this here. I have to do this again. Let me see if I can go down. Let me just go down to the finished product here because it'd probably be a lot easier. Okay. Go to color. Throw a little color there. Okay. Check this out. I said this in my last one. Look at the way this thing... And you can see what looks like a bunch of little things inside here. See the way that does this? I mean, that's cool in itself. Just that alone. Where's the other thing? Like, there's other pieces here. It looks like something... I don't even know how to explain this. It looks like a lot of this is actually manipulation, meaning they're covering... They're trying to cover the top of it. Is it possible that some of these things are built like that? Meaning, because of the direct sunlight. Is it something that they're doing for a reason? I don't know. It's bizarre. It really is. Look at all down here. You can see like this right here. Whoops. Should have went more like this. Something sticking out or going down. And then go straight over. And there's multiple, whatever these things are, sitting right on top of it. Look at these little structures, all this stuff right here. I mean, it would literally take you a long time to sift through this stuff. But check this out. Looks like it goes up like this. And there's stuff underneath it all in here. That's why I think they definitely... They're one of these just cool civilizations. It appears to be anyway from these pictures. That they just have multiple level stuff. Heck, we don't even have that, man. I mean, wow. Again, here's that last... It looked like a structure or something right on top of this area. And all in here. And it looks like this higher ground, if you will. And then it's lower here. All and down in here. And check this out. Right in here. And you've got what looks like round over something on top of something square. And look at all of this inside here. All of this area right in this. This thing is just insane. When you get a good look at these, I'm going to zoom right in for you guys. But of course, you know how that goes. It's going to probably distort a little bit. But for people who are on the smaller screens, this may actually look pretty decent. So, I'm going to go in a little bit more. Just look around at these structures. They look like, you can see them going down, going across. Yeah, I mean, come on, guys. You know, we have to stop waking up to this stuff. You know, again, you know, I just looked at this... further up, the area that I did, it's not in this picture, it's way over here. It's all up in here. But what's funny about it is it's almost like, I told you guys already that these were actually mapped out. Mars was mapped out, and then they stitch everything together. So as this guy, if you watch this video, you'll see as he's going like this, as you can see he's traveling, well, it looks like he's traveling above this ground here. From a distance, you can see these structures, and what I showed you in my last video, you can see the structures. But if you were to wait until he gets there, suddenly, not so much detail. Why would that be? You'd think it'd be like crystal clear. It's not. So it makes you wonder, you know, they're just, each of these strips that they mapped out, they're manipulating, and then they're blending them, making them look good. And the reason how they're blending them, with this gray, they're literally blocking out what's really in this picture. And, yeah, wow. I looked at this, I could sit there for hours and look at this picture. I mean, it's just, there's just so much to see in here. And there was something else I wanted to show you guys that was really, really pretty cool. Let me see here. Go back in. And like I said, you guys can just, once you get these photos, download them. Like I got them on my Google Plus. You can download them, not just view, but download them and just check them out yourself. I put the originals up there too. So you guys can check the originals out, dissect them, do what you want with them. And then give me your take. I mean, what do you guys think's going on? I mean, some of you guys are finding some real cool stuff in these things. Oh, did you see this and this? And look at this, like multi-layered, like giant buildings. I mean, you can see things like right here. Look at 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's like they're built into the hillside. I mean, I don't know. It's really bizarre because you think you're trying to get your mind wrapped around it. You go, okay, we don't do that here. I mean, we do have like highways and freeways running over each other, but I mean, as far as structures, I mean, we have like like anywhere you go in any state, there's like buildings up on mountains and then down further. But to have them over, literally going over other structures is just bizarre. It's just cool stuff to see. Let me see. Like I said, this here, and there's something that was right in back here that really... Oh, I think it's back here. Hold on. Where did I see it now? Man, it's just... I think it's right here. Right in here, and it's really hard to see this thing. I'm going to try my best. Right here, there's something... Well, just left it in color mode and been done with it. Okay. Right here, there's something going like this here, going across. But that's not so much it. There's something right here next to it. It goes down, goes like this here. I mean, just take a look at this area. I mean, it's bizarre. Now, I blurred that up. Let me go ahead and sharpen it a little bit. Back out just a little bit. Okay. Now, once you, like I said, once you get this thing, my best advice is not to zoom into this. Not if you can help it. Try to keep it like a smaller picture if you can. And then just you know, check it out with your magnifier that's built into your software on your computer, or use your own. I've done both, and yeah, trying to zoom into this stuff is totally messes it up. Because, again, you get this total photo degradation, and what I try to do is blur and sharpen so people can get the best of both worlds, and you can see the both of them. You can try to see these things both zoomed in and backed out of it. So, yeah, I like this thing. Look at this. This is cool. Something sitting right there. Right in here. And again, they make it look like there's nothing absolutely there. But this thing, whatever it is casting a shadow right here. And like I said, these things are multiply running off. I don't think this is a narrow road at all. They're making it look that way. Now look down here. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm trying to put them near there instead of on top if I can help it, so you can actually see the actual other things. But check this out. Like I said earlier, this is just popping out. These don't look like just standard rock or layered rock, if you will. I mean, I'm hoping, you know, I wanted to do this one here so you can give you guys a better idea of what's in here. So I'm going to give you both this picture, where it looks a little bit more smoother, if you will. It looks more blurry when you're zoomed in, but now what I'll do is I'll give you this one too, where it's a little bit sharper. And again, you're better off to try to use a magnifier as opposed to actually bringing and zooming the picture in. You'll see a lot more stuff without doing that. Check this out. 1, 2, 3. Look at all these little multiple things. 1, 2, 3, and all these little pieces, if you will, right here. There's one big one here, 2, 3, and then there's 1, 2, 3. And then there's like all of these little structures or whatever they are, all laid out in here. This one here, I don't know what this is back here, but look at this. 1, 2, 3. There's like, oh my God. All in the back here. And what I try to do too, guys, I try to get rid of most of this brighter stuff. Like I'll dull it out, get rid of the highlights, and try to dull the stuff out so it isn't, because again, you get that huge contrast. You get super white, shiny, to really dark. So by doing that, your eyes are just going, whoa. I don't know if you guys looked at these things long enough, but wow, it'll definitely give you a migraine after a while. It's simply just too much. And like I said, now you can see where I've enhanced this and brightened this up, because you can see this right here. And you can see one, I could do this on this. I can use it on this one because it's pretty easy. You can see that. Let me just zoom in. And you've got that, it looked like a U-shaped item. It's really not. If you know, you look at this thing properly, you'll see that it has 1, 2. It's like this 1, 2, and it's like right here going around. But it is and has like an area to it. There's a piece like this here. There's actually space and other structures under it. So, yeah. Like, again, I was saying about this area here, it just looks like a round circle. It's not. Look at all the little detail in there. And when you pull this apart, check this out. There's other rectangular items and whatever else is sitting there on top of that. So these are just areas I want to show you guys, and there's another one. I've already showed you guys the other picture, or the other one. But check out all these areas here. It's like there's higher areas as opposed to lower. And that's what we got to look for, depth. And that's what they like to mess with. I've been telling everybody that they love to mess with your depth perception. If you think everything looks flat, you're not going to look for detail. It's as simple as that. And I do have people questioning me. I'm like, Chris, how come we never see any, any clear photos? Dude, there's just, there's just no way of showing you that if it's being masked. And I showed you early in the video that you can see where they blurred, removed information, so on and so forth. So all of this dark gray is their manipulation. It's hard to cut through it. So you're not going to see anything of any defined, real good detail, but you can pick out a lot of this. I can guarantee you that. Like I said, just back out, use a magnifier or a magnifying glass, whichever you guys prefer, and check it out. So I didn't really get into this one a whole lot on my last video, so I wanted to show you the more finer details in this one, so you guys can really have a look, because it's everywhere. It's all over the right-hand side. It's from here to here. It's just everywhere in between. I mean, even down here, check this out. Look at these right here in the lower right. Well, I'm going to do it this way, because I'm going to... I'll just do it in the gray. It really doesn't matter right here. Well, it does matter, because you can't see it. Can't see squat, can you? Let me see. I'm trying to see. This was right here. Yeah, let's do it this way. Show you this real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. But right here, look at this thing. It looks like it has something round in the middle of it. You've got structures. It makes you wonder if they're actually putting these things over themselves, or, or they're just doing it. They're manipulating these photos and doing this stuff to it. I don't know. But just look around. There's just plenty to see in this here. There was another. Look at see how it has like this depth, so to speak. Look how low this stuff is down here and how high this stuff is up here. And again, they've got a lot of this mumbo jumbo they put over these items to take it out. And I think I showed you here where it has. Again, like here's another one. Let me see if I can do this. It's doing this, going like this and coming out. And then you've got other pieces that go down. Well, what do you mean going down? Check this out. Why is it going from lighted area down into the dark area? So we don't know. This actually could be, on the other hand, this could be actually all flat. And it's trying to just erase the other stuff that continues on. But either way you look at it, we see there's a bunch of stuff here. This even looks like there's a giant tower sticking out. See it right there? I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Almost like some kind of stack or something like that. See that? So, I mean, guys, have a look at this thing, man. There's a lot of crazy stuff. There's like all kinds of things in here that just show, they want you to believe there's just nothing more than rocks. And I'm just going, whoa. Yeah, not on this, my friend. Not on here. And if somebody made this up, they're brilliant. I mean, that's all there is to it. Because there's far too much stuff in here to be... this actually looks natural. What I mean by that is everything just laid out. So they had to have been real brilliant to actually bring this stuff out and lay it out the way it is. And I just don't see it. Look at this. Down on the left-hand side here. Separation. Another one right here. See that? Pretty neat. So, guys, check this thing out. I think you'll like this. There's a lot of stuff in here. I didn't black and white. This is the color this is the video. Oh, I should say video. I should say photo that I gave you guys in my Google Plus, because I did use it in my last video. But I did not black and white it, so you guys can really have a look at it too. So I wanted to do that for you guys, and you guys can check it out more in depth like you did in the first one. So, yeah. Let me just get a sip here. So with that, guys, I'm going to let you go for now. I don't want to make this one super long. The other one was kind of long, but there was enough there to share. And this one's no different. I just wanted to get into all the little nooks and crannies and give you guys an idea. Hey, There's a lot more there to see, and I didn't really get into that one in depth like I wanted to, so I wanted to add this piece. Who knows what's coming up? I might be looking for more of these, jumping on other stuff too, as far as the rover photos, latest news in NASA, so on and so forth. Yeah, you know, they're saying now, oh yeah, there might be biological or geological things that may be giving off methane. Imagine that. They now know there's methane. I'm confused. And you guys, again, you can go on, because an article was brought to me from forbiddenknowledge.tv that it's on there, saying that, yeah, there's methane on there now. We know that for a fact. Look at this. Mars true colors confirmed. I mean, tell Mars moon. Look at it. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. The Atlantis Code. If you guys are into all of this, boom, here you go. So, guys, check it out. I think you'll like the site. It's pretty cool. You'll get the link down below. I'll just put it in the top here for the number 4, forbiddenknowledge.tv. And you can just watch these things for hours on end. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to take up more of your time. I just wanted to get that to you, that second part. I want you guys to really scrutinize this picture like I know a lot of you guys did already in the first video I did, and the photos. I know you guys will check these out. And kudos to you guys, because I love the fact that nobody's just sitting there going, yeah, man, that's cool. No, I mean, you guys are literally digging into these things and finding your own things. You don't have to go by what I say. This is the reason why I give you the guys the photos on Google Plus, so you can pull them apart. Am I wrong about what I'm seeing? That's a good possibility. That's why I want the public to see them. They can digest them, check them out, and say, hey, well, in addition to what you found, I found this too. Or, no, I didn't see it the way you see it, and I seen it this way. Okay, cool. That's what it's all about. Get it out. It's about making people aware of what's really in these photos. Anyway, guys, again, not going to take up too much time. I got some more crazy photos coming up, so check those out. I appreciate everybody jumping on board lately. It's greatly appreciated. I mean, because the more people get on board, the more people are starting to open their eyes. They spread the word. There's nothing more powerful than the word of mouth, trust me. Either local or widespread. Anyway, guys, do appreciate your time. Do appreciate watching. Share the videos, thumbs up. Always greatly appreciated. You guys know that. I do these for you guys, and I enjoy. I mean, especially these particular last videos have just been. These photos have been awesome, and just to dissect these things has been great. I just love this stuff. But anyway, guys, stay tuned for the next videos. Those will be coming up soon. And again, appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next pic.